then we will start the session. Okay, hello everyone. Namaste. Welcome to the day 3 21-day meditation program. And today we have wonderful guest Radhika Garu from Oak Park, Los Angeles, California. She's here with us to share her meditation journey and how she transformed her life. And she's also one of the very core pillar. I think she takes care of the Buddha CEO, Buddha CEO also. So she's very senior master. She's with us to share her journey. Radhika madam, thank you so much for accepting coming here to share your journey. Yeah, please over to you.
Thank you, Satya. It's wonderful to see so many people join. Um, so I don't know how many are new to meditation here, or are most of them new, or they've been meditating.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
50-50. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Radhika. I am actually in Westlake Village. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. In fact, I just a week ago I came back from New Delhi where we had the global conference of meditation leaders. So this is something that was conducted by Buddha CEO. This is the third year we did this in New Delhi. It's a big event where the Vice President of India and the Ministry of Ayush and a lot of medical doctors, a lot of other spiritual organizations, representatives. A lot of people come. Also, a lot of people from Europe and US also come. And the idea is to discuss about how meditation can help everywhere, like in governance, global peace, and education, and corporations, schools, and medical institutes, and of course individual level as well. So yeah, please check. I think Buddha CEO Live is the YouTube account that has all the live recordings from the conference. It just gives you an idea like how wide this movement is going. Thank you to the Grandmaster Pratisar, who started so humbly. Now we're having this kind of global conferences where the Vice President of India comes and talks about meditation. So that's really I'm carrying that energy still from New Delhi. So a little bit about myself. I started my meditation journey during COVID, year 2020. I was introduced to the CEO, just got started. I think Chandra Master, who was taking all these meditation coaching in person in Bangalore Pyramid Valley. Because of the COVID, he started online, and a very close friend of mine, Srinivas, he came and told us like, hey, one of my Chandra is his classmates, high school classmates. So he told us that, hey, my friend is starting a 40-day meditation program. Why don't you guys join? I initially I did not join because I was not really into spirituality. I'm not even that religious. But I've been listening to Sadhguru, and got my husband used to work for Headspace at that time, coincidentally, and still I was not connecting. Like, okay, what is this meditation? I can do it. So initially, when he recommended, I did not join. I don't want to deal with another one more Zoom session and during COVID. But after he attended the 40 day, he came and told us such great things about it and how he transformed, how he felt so transformative. So I got curious. In the next 40-day session, I think around July 2020, I joined. Again, my mindset was just like I had no background, and I just joined because I heard these great things from him, got curious. And so it is difficult to follow by 1 week. I was falling asleep. I didn't understand, like, what is going on, what is this music, and mostly I'm falling because it used to be evening our time after work. But just, my friend and other masters on the sessions encouraged, don't drop out, continue. And I did continue. From the week 2 onwards, I started getting like how to observe the breath, and where I was falling asleep, now I'm not really started realizing I'm not really asleep. I'm actually going into that thoughtless state, and I also started feeling a lot of physical energy, and my body started going through a lot of changes. And so it was really interesting to observe all those things. And I think the first thing you notice when you do meditation, that energy flows, and your body physically start recalibrating, and you start feeling a lot of elements start sitting right. And the first thing I noticed is I was sleeping very well. During COVID time, we were all so worried about what's happening to the world, and what's going to happen. I suddenly lost all the worry, and I started feeling very comfortable. And my sleep and my eating, everything started settling down into its natural state. So that's the first thing I observed. And slowly I continued, so I got more interested. And the 40-day program covers a lot of science behind what happens when you meditate. Obviously, being very logical minded, that really helps to see, okay, you're not just following some guru saying do something, but this is more like explains very clearly like what is happening in the meditation, and what's happening to your mind, what's happening to your body, as well as the science behind your thoughts create your reality. So all that just started connecting to me, and I started it's just I explain it as like it's a kind of mask, a kind of curtain lifting up from your mind, because it's then you start to see clearly what is that is going on inside us, and how everything comes from within and not externally. I used to be very driven, and of course going chasing career and 2 kids and trying to imagine the best for the kids, being tiger mom and always living in the edge. And I just it just after the 40 days, it was such transformation for me. I was like, oh my god, like I said, it's such clarity came, that with all these actually explanation, that what is the reality. It's all from your thoughts, and everything you go through, all your emotions, how is the cycle, thoughts, emotions, and emotions drive thoughts, more thoughts, how most of our thoughts are negative, and how they connect one to other, and it kind of spirals down. So all that science, and of course doing 40 minutes to an hour meditation every day for 40 days, I was completely a new person. So that was a very drastic transformation, which I went in with no expectations. But what came out after the 40 days was, I was much more calm. I was very clear. The freedom I felt is like, before you think, oh, your environment is driving, right? Your life, you go, something happen, something not happen outside, and that's what we're thinking is driving. But the realization that it's all how you perceive and how you react is what is making your life, right? It's not really driven by externally, which is very empowering if you really understand that point, that you're totally in your control of your life and how you react and how you respond and how you become more self-aware, like where your thoughts are coming, where your emotions are coming. It just empowers you when you kind of feel the freedom that, oh, you don't have to be like the puppet and others getting reacting to everything that comes across our life. So that was really the lesson I learned, and it for me it was just freeing. It's like empowering myself, like, oh, I don't have to worry about blaming, oh, it's because my spouse, it's because of my manager or parents or whatever, right? All that is gone. Is like, oh, my life is exactly how I made it, like, so that was really helpful. And I kind of got anchored and settled down, and my family noticed the change and they got curious, like, whoa, what is what did this meditation do for you? And I just got hooked onto it. Of course, physically also, you feel so energetic. I started sleeping less, and whatever sleep is great sleep, and I will hardly sleep like 4 or 5 hours, but I'm fully energetic. And some of the I had healings as well. I had a frozen shoulder. I mean, if you ever had frozen shoulder, takes very long time to heal. A lot of physical therapy, nothing. With meditation, it just went away. And like I said, I had my diet and everything settled, and so I continued the meditation. I just the CEO does this 40-day program. I think every quarter they do other programs like manifestation programs, and I attended everything for a full year, and I got into such transformation. I would like feel happy for no reason. That's where you say the joy comes from inside, not from external things. And when we did the manifestation course, and there's a course that gives you, like, you create your vision boards and you create your mind movies, and you do all this manifestation techniques. I was so happy myself with myself. I'm like, I don't want anything. I don't want to manifest anything. But before that, during COVID time, I was getting a little frustrated with my job, kind of hitting that glass ceiling and saying like, okay, I need to find something else. I need to move on and find a path to, climb up still. But I kind of settled. I think one thing that meditation teaches you is accept what is, right? Don't look for what is lacking. Look for what you have, and it generates the gratitude naturally. You start to appreciate everything you have, and you start to feel good about what you have. So that's the place I was. And so I stopped looking for jobs, and I said, okay, this is great, this job, I can make it as better as I can by myself. And then suddenly I got a job offer out of nowhere. They came chasing me saying that, hey, we want you in this, and then much more salary, and during the time. So that's how manifestation works. You really, what is needed for you, it just comes. You just don't look from a lack, you look from a place of gratitude and appreciating what you have and being joyful internally. Things starts happening. And the same thing happened to me. And one thing led to other, and whatever I think, the things start coming in my way. And like, I wanted to visit places, they just start falling in place. You don't even have to work for it, things will come. And I did get, after a couple of years, I did get again break. I lost my job again. I never questioned, like, oh, why did it happen to me. I had the same thing. I felt grateful I had that job, and I'm like, okay, next opportunity, ready to go. So then I was invited by Master Chandra. Is like, we need your help. Come and help us. Probably it's a good break for you. And I, again, that's another thing, meditation helps you be open for possibilities, right? Don't be afraid of unknown. Just, I said, okay, I'm just going to go just see where this takes and what opportunities. And I did. I went to India just to help this Buddha CEO organization, build some apps. And then I had amazing experiences in India. I traveled to many places, met many, many masters, and traveled to Himalayas. And I gained so many experiences. I would have never even thought I would be going to those places before. That's what being open for possibilities is. So, and I've helped. I used my experience and helped build the apps, and I helped them organize these conferences. And so yeah, it's just been a fun ride from that time. Again, it just like, you just don't do like 40-day or a year or something. This is just like, how you do your physical exercise. You have to do meditation every single day, because we are not, at least I can speak for myself, I'm not very young. I have a lot of things to unlearn. A lot of automatic programming, subconscious, for all these years got accumulated, and most of our life goes, is subconscious is very, very strong. It just comes up, right? If unless you train it with the meditation, unless you bring it to your awareness that all these subconscious programming, you fall back into your old habits and your old programming, your old conditioning that we grew up from childhood. So it is important that you do meditate every single day. So it takes, that effort to ground yourself, calm your mind, start building your awareness. So it's a slow process, but it is very, very helpful, because you're able to observe your thoughts before they take over, before they drag you deeper into those cycles. So that awareness builds slowly, and then it starts coming into every aspect of your life. I'm still learning. There are times I lose, I emotions take over, situations take over, I go back to old self. But now I am able to quickly recognize, oh wait, I'm either thinking negatively, or I'm losing, and I'm getting dragged into these emotions. I need to come back. So that awareness comes. So that is really helpful. So things don't be such a roller coaster now, right? It just small swings, and you go back, but you catch yourself, you come back. So that's how it is for me. It's been really helpful, and I continue to meditate almost every day. And now if I don't meditate, I feel that immediately, just like when you stop working out, you're like, oh, I'm missing thing. And meditation also generally helps physically as well. I don't fall sick that often. Even if I fall, catch something, I recover very fast. Not really go into meditation. I just sit and meditate, and because it's body can self heal. You just have to calm it down to its natural level, and the body will heal. That's the science. There are a lot of science behind it. There are a lot of, I also help with a lot of research, getting in touch with a lot of universities here that are doing meditation research, and we're collecting all that papers and all that, just to make people understand, right? This is not some voodoo or some hearsay. There's a lot of science behind it. In physical body, there's a lot of research now from UC San Diego that actually is proven that during meditation, physiologically your body changes. So that's how it heals, right? So there's a lot of benefits, and we're like Satya, we're very happy to share this information. It's free, it's very simple to do, and all it needs is commitment and practice, and that's why we're here to try to, share our experiences, promote the meditation, and bring awareness to a lot of people so they can benefit just like us. So that's my story, and I'm open if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, amazing, Radhika garu. It's wonderful to know. I know you travel to India almost every year for that event, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I know that meeting so many masters, how we will learn so much wisdom to know from all those masters. That's amazing to know. And you also collect the data from the universities.
Yeah,
You
we
contact
try
them.
to make this, especially for these conferences,
Mm,
we try to collect a lot of research that's happening on meditations.
mm.
So we try to bring those papers, white papers on, yeah, the meditation research.
Wow, that's awesome. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'll open to the questions. Friends, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask, or any personal, experiences. If you are feeling any experiences, if you have any doubts in the meditation, yeah, feel free to ask. Okay, everyone is quiet. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. Thank you, Radhika Garu. You said you have another meeting at 9:30.
Yeah, I do have to take drops. So
Okay.
yeah, if any questions come, just let me know.
Yeah, yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for your time.
You're
And
welcome.
really, we would love to have you again. I'll talk to Srinivas Garu to
Hi, ma'am.
bring. Oh, okay.
Uh,
Somebody.
yeah, this is
Chaitanya.
Haima. My son, he's asking, he has a doubt. Well, you can go and ask him. Yeah.
Like when I meditate, like yeah, through meditating, like my I feel heavy over my eyebrows. Like why does that happen?
Yeah, like a lot of times you do feel heaviness in the body because the body is going into the very natural states, and a lot of energy flows because most of your energy goes through your eyes and your thoughts. When you close your eyes and you're reducing your thoughts, so all that energy is building up in your body, and which actually helps a lot of healing. That is the reason you might feel like heaviness in your eyelids, or sometimes you feel your whole body is heavy, you're not able to move either. But that, nothing to worry, nothing wrong happens in meditation. It's always helping you, like your body recalibrates with all the energy, it goes through the healings.
Thank you for the explanation.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you. I'll drop
Oh,
Satya. I have to go.
okay. Thank you, Radhika Garu. Thank you so much for your time and wonderful experience. See you
You're
later.
welcome. Have a
Bye.
good meditation. Yep.
Thank you. Bye.